Hi Gators, for section 3 of Borderlands La Frontera, you're going to use the same annotations that you've used so far and add a couple of new ones. Okay, I also wanted to point out some vocabulary, make sure you're aware of consciousness, okay, the title of the whole chapter, so everything's got to loop back to that. The title of this section is tolerance. The tolerance for ambiguity, and you need to understand those vocabulary words before you can understand the section, and that's going to be your frame of reference, what you're looking for. I'm going to use red to identify things that are related to tolerance and or ambiguity in this section, and continue to use purple for conflict or struggle, yellow for vocabulary, green for important or questions, and blue, anything that connects to Borderlands. Okay, so right off the bat, I see numerous possibilities, and that, okay, is a willingness to accept other views, okay, and or more than one interpretation. So right there, topic sentence, essentially, right, is some vocabulary that's related to that. The numerous possibilities leave Lamastisa floundering in uncharted seas. Okay, metaphorical uncharted seas, not out on the open ocean or anything like that. In perceiving conflicting information and points of view, she is subjected to a swamping of her psychological borders. Okay, so I'm going to switch colors here. Conflicting information, okay, and subjected to a swamping of her psychological borders. Okay, she has discovered that she can't hold concepts or ideas in rigid boundaries. That sounds more like ideas and concepts, right? This tolerance piece. So I'm switching colors here, and I'm going to say she can't hold concepts or ideas in rigid boundaries. Green says important or causes questions. Rigidity means death. Okay, that's so it's important to understand rigidity and rigid. So be sure to use the dictionary feature if you don't know that. And then she goes on and talks about undesirable ideas. Okay, that's definitely, again, a conflict. And kind of as you're going through this, then you start to see that the colors are starting to make meaning when you can put the pieces of a puzzle together. You know where the edges are and you know where the colors line up. It's hopefully going to start making more meaning for you. Okay, she talks about habits and patterns a lot here. Okay, and kind of how that relates to a conflict and having an understanding of a new consciousness, okay, a new way of being. So as you go through, continue to look for tolerance and ambiguity and anything, again, that stands out. She learns to juggle cultures, okay? That's directly connected to Borderlands. In a pluralistic mode, that feels like it talks about ambiguity and tolerance again, right? Thrust out, that is vocabulary that's related to a conflict, okay? The bad, the ugly, oh, nothing is rejected, nothing abandoned. That's good. Okay, nothing is thrust out. Oh, that's good then. Let's see, nothing. Nothing is thrust out. The good, the bad, the ugly. Nothing is rejected. Nothing is abandoned. That also feels like a little green to me. So you're kind of seeing my thinking out loud. That this feels kind of important to only she sustain contradictions. Okay, so contradictions are a little bit at this, and contradictions are a little bit of tolerance too, right? Having this willingness to accept that other views exist, and there are other interpretations of things. Okay, and here we've got a vocabulary word that's important to know, ambivalence. So again, make sure